Hi everyone, welcome to this data annotation course. I'm your instructor, and today we're diving into the first part of the material. Hope you're ready, let's get started.
Now let's start with Chapter 7, which focuses on 3D point cloud annotation. First, we'll have an introduction to 3D point cloud labeling. This is part of the Artificial Intelligence Technology Application Core Course Series textbooks. Then, we'll look into the 3D point cloud annotation tool, followed by a 3D point cloud labeling project. After that, there will be a chapter summary, and finally, homework and exercises. 3D point cloud annotation is capable of several functions. It can achieve 3D single-frame annotation, 2D to 3D single-frame mapping, and 3D tracking annotation. For 3D single-frame annotation, it can use point cloud or both point cloud and time-aligned pictures, but only the point cloud is marked. In 2D to 3D single-frame mapping, the same object has the same ID in both 2D and 3D. And in 3D tracking labeling, the same object is tracked with the same ID. Note that for 2D to 3D mapping, calibration information must be provided for each camera, including the camera's internal reference and the external reference of the coordinate mapping to the lidar. Now, let's move on to the main functions of the 3D point cloud annotation tool. The toolbar of the 3D point cloud annotation tool is used for overall task or display control. It has several key features. The acquisition task helps obtain a piece of data for labeling. The save function allows you to manually save the marked data on the disk temporarily to prevent loss. Once you've completed labeling and other work, you can use the submit function to send the results. The undo function can reverse the last marking operation up to 10 steps, and the redo function can restore the last undone operation. There's also a delete graphics option to remove the selected object. You can choose to hide labels so that no object labels are shown, or hide graphics, which means all objects won't be displayed in the main view and street view. The merge ID function is used to retrieve an object, merge two different IDs into one, and copy the previous attributes. Additionally, there are features like workload statistics, category statistics, timing, and expiration times. The main view has two modes, 3D mode and top view mode. It's the main operation area for the 3D point cloud, where you can view, select, create, delete, and modify objects. The labeled object in the main view is coordinated with the selected object in the street view. In 3D mode, you can drag the entire 3D space, rotate the viewing angle, and perform selection and deletion. In top view mode, you can drag the top view perspective 3D space, rotate, select, create new objects, move objects, and delete. The 3 views feature uses the top view, front view, and side view to observe the selected object. You can move and adjust the callout box in these 3 views for a better fit. The properties area is used to modify the properties of the selected object. When labeling, you need to select the category of attributes like vehicle type. Different categories may have different attributes, such as vehicle color, type, or people's clothing. The object list area shows the marked objects in this piece of data. The object ID is in the front, and the object category is at the back. This is also presented as a label in the main view. In the frame control area, you can set the entire piece of data as invalid or just the current frame. You can manually enter the frame number to jump, or use options like next frame, previous frame, next 10 frames, last 10 frames, first frame, and last frame to jump. You can also click the frame number below to navigate. The status bar will inform you whether the operation was successful or not. Shortcut keys have been defined for the 3D point cloud annotation tool. The 1 key represents the 3D view, the 2 key represents the top view. The 3 and 4 keys adjust the orientation without changing the position of the target frame. The W, S, A, D, R, and F keys are for fine-tuning the front, back, left, right, up, and down 4 faces of the selected target object frame, expanding 4 cm each time. Q and E are for fine-tuning the rotation angle of the selected frame, with each adjustment being 2 degrees. The output format of this annotation tool is JSON. The JSON format type can be configured, and different types can have different attributes. These attributes can be divided into global and current frame attributes. Here is the JSON output effect diagram.